and now she looks another.
Smacks Chris Rock in the face at the Oscars.
Hey. Oh shoot. The video. I remembered. I'm ready. Stay right there. I'll be right back. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're talking about procrastination. I've low-key been procrastinating doing this video. This is gonna hit me.
One eternity later.
So it seems like we are a nation and a human race of procrastinators because survey after survey, study after study shows that people continuously avoid what they really need to do. Half of university students consider themselves chronic procrastinators. And this procrastination happens year-round. Surveys from around the holidays show that 51% of people wait until Christmas Eve to buy Christmas presents. For you, that might be waiting till the dishes pile up in the sink to wash them. That is also me. And of course you can argue like who wants to do the dishes? It's like who wouldn't procrastinate doing the dishes, right? But some people procrastinate things they really want to do, like starting a passion project, a YouTube channel, a podcast, joining a club to make new friends, starting that book they wanted to write. So why is that? That when we sit down to write that book and we say we're gonna start at 6 o'clock p.m. and 6:02 rolls around and we're like, I guess we're just gonna have to do it at 7. Because everyone does that. So a common perception is that if you procrastinate, you don't actually care about the thing you're trying to do. Or that you're lazy or really bad at time management. So the good news is you're probably not lazy, you just haven't done the inner work to figure out why you might actually be avoiding something you want to do. So in this video, we'll break down reasons you might be procrastinating, and hopefully that can clear up some of the fog and create a path forward where you can just put your head down and get it done. So let's jump into it. Procrastination has a lot to do with our mental health and emotions. I was definitely the person who thought people were just lazy when they couldn't do something. And the more I've grown, I've realized that procrastination is less about laziness or mastering productivity and time management and more about mastering your mind and your emotions. It's more about how we feel when we think about doing the task. Our brain is constantly scanning the environment for positive feedback, positive stimulus, reward systems. So if we have negative emotions that are tied towards doing an assignment, it's likely that we're just going to shut it off and totally avoid doing it. And it's often linked to a feeling that we don't want to confront. And one of those negative feelings could be anxiety. So a lot of people face task aversion because of anxiety and a negative emotion they have towards, let's say, opening their credit card bill and paying it because they're anxious about how much they spent. Procrastination can be linked to the anxiety of perfectionism, of starting something new. What happens if you fail? What happens if you're not good enough? You might have some low self-esteem about being confident to get the task done. In fact, a fun fact, I love dropping in fun facts in my videos, so I'll be doing that a bunch. Leonardo da Vinci was commissioned to paint the Mona Lisa in 7 months, and it took this man 15 years. A lot of historians say he felt like he just couldn't finish it, and he kept going over the smile to perfect it, and he kept dabbling with it over the course of, over a decade to try to get it to be perfect. So clearly there's a lot of mental junk that comes with avoiding something, and unless you sit down and process those negative emotions and why you have them towards your goals, you're always going to feel that negative trigger that comes up, and that's going to lead you to kind of have that cringe feeling of maybe later, maybe after I watch an hour of TikToks, or maybe I'll do it tomorrow type of vibe. So the second reason you might be procrastinating is your goals are too abstract. And by that, I don't mean big, because you can have big goals, but it's about how detailed and focused they are and what your plan of action is to achieve them. So with very vague, abstract goals like write a book, lose weight, make friends, there's no real direct plan of action, and a lot of people end up feeling super overwhelmed and aimless because they don't even know where to begin because they didn't break it down. I don't know about you, but I'm a very practical, real person, so I need like a list of step A, step B, step C to actually feel like I'm moving forward and have the motivation to keep going. When I was starting my fitness journey, if someone just said to me, lose weight, work out, eat healthy, I can't work with that. I don't know what that means. You might as well not have given me any advice. Instead of just working out, I'll write down, you know, do half an hour on the Stairmaster, half an hour on the treadmill, half an hour on the bike, you know, come home and then do these 3 ISO exercises. So I have a direct plan of action. I really thrive in structure like that, and I think most people can relate to that. So don't just write down, start a business. Like, what does that even mean? My brain just malfunctions when I hear that. I need like explicit details. So, you know, step 1, write down your mission statement. Step 2, research your target audience. And it's in those details where you start getting the excitement and the motivation to keep going. Moving on, the third reason you might be procrastinating is you're waiting for pure motivation. You're waiting to wake up and feel your best and for the stars to align and Mercury to not be in retrograde. So you might be the type of person that's like, I was gonna work out today, but it's raining and the groundhog didn't come out this winter, so that's just a bad omen. So let me wait till next year. Just go. The problem here is that you're waiting for motivation instead of focusing on self-discipline. Self-discipline is going to take you places that motivation can't. So don't wait to feel your best. Just start, and I promise that that will get the gears going. Number 4. I think. Maybe. The fourth reason is you're being too hard on yourself. You're beating yourself up because you maybe already procrastinated a bunch and now you feel like you're behind and why would I even do this anymore? It's too late, and you're kind of moping around, and maybe you're even like, you know, having a pity party for yourself. So I can definitely relate to that. I knew I wanted to start a YouTube channel at the beginning of 2020, and we were in a lockdown and I had so much free time and I didn't do anything. I didn't look into cameras. I didn't think of ideas. I sat around and just avoided doing it for 2 years. And I feel like if I started then, I could have been monetized by now or had a couple subscribers. And, you know, when I finally did sit down to make my first YouTube video, I kind of thought like, wow, like I wasted so much time, like I kind of suck. And I was really hard on myself, but that kind of hindered my productivity even more. It didn't put me in a mindset where I like somehow guilted myself into getting the job done. You need to be in a positive mindset to feel good about the work you're doing, and beating yourself up is not it. So just remember, you only fail when you give up. As cheesy as that sounds, it's so true. Like, as long as you keep going, even if it's been a month or 2 years since you know, picked up that book you wanted to write or, you know, started filming a YouTube video, it's okay. It's all part of the process, and beating yourself up isn't going to help you get the job done. Just think about, what do I need to do to get the job done? And that's probably not moping around about how you haven't gotten the job done. There was a study done a couple years ago analyzing students who waited till the very last second to study for an exam. And the research showed that the students who beat themselves up for it continuously throughout the semester did the same thing over and over again. And those that practiced self-forgiveness and, you know, understood that they might have been stressed out, they might have had other things on their plate, and they gave themselves that chance to start fresh with a clean slate and didn't feel guilty about the past, those were the ones that procrastinated less throughout the rest of the semester. It's okay to feel guilty and crappy about yourself for a little while. That's totally normal if that's really what you're feeling, but don't linger on it. I promise you it's not going to help the situation. So those are all the reasons I came up with as to why you might be procrastinating. If none of those reasons resonated with you, maybe you are just a lazy piece of garbage. But the good news is my next video is on how to not be a lazy piece of garbage and create good habits. We'll be going over the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, and we'll break down how to create an environment and a mind where you can foster motivation and productivity. Alright guys, that is all I have for today. If you enjoyed, please give this a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Hi everyone. Why did I throw chips? Still gotta look on fleek though. Passed out, but on fleek.